It seems to have gotten a little darker in here, but yeah. So any other videos, any other clips I do in here might not have as good of lighting as before. It seems to have gotten a little bit darker in here. Yeah. Let's take a look at this guy here. Well, first this one. I'm sure this is dry now. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yep. That is dry as it's gonna get. Now I'm gonna try some of that stuff onto this. And this is gonna be my station right here where I'm gonna do that right there. All I'm gonna do, just watch. I'm just gonna stay back in the box, I guess. I don't know if you'll be able to hold that. You know what? Let's see your temporarily. All I'm gonna do is just really do a very, in fact, I'm gonna do it on this side that I know for a fact is just totally dry, because that other side still is a little sticky. This side isn't. I'm sure this is bone dry. 100%. So all I'm gonna do is just lightly coat it. And yeah. And it is a little colored at the moment, I know. It does change the color a little bit. So I'm not too terribly worried about that anymore, so yeah. Alright, as for this piece, all of the external parts that you can let you know that you actually can like touch without the battery, those are mostly dry. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over. Let's go ahead and get the underside of it, which I'm going to do, show you guys real quick. Watch this. Alright, just come in and get at some of the finer details. Look at this. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get in there all the way. Yeah, it's going to be hard to coat all these little chambers and stuff. But it is an effort, and it still looks pretty sweet. Not as cool though, but it still looks pretty nice. It is just a little bit hard to get into this. Areas that are just a little stubborn. Don't want any paint to go into them. That's what it looks like. You can see there's, yeah, a little bit of yellow around there, here and there, but you know what? Yeah, especially right there now the shadow's gone, you can totally see there's a little bit of yellow, but you know, it was an effort, and I think it still looks pretty cool. You can see if I'm accurate, you can see it's a little speckled, this battery cover, but if we compare it to this, it's not too terrible. As you can see, it's really not that big of a difference, but still. Let's see, is this side dry yet? Yeah, it's dry enough. Again, just a little spray. It doesn't actually need to be from far away, just not, you know, too terribly much. Which that might be a little too much, but whatever. Alright guys, here is the battery cover after spraying it with some of that stuff. Yeah. It is actually a little speckled. I might actually spray it a little bit more thoroughly, like a little bit more deep, you know, better, I guess you could say. But let's just see what this looks like with it on here. Just, you know, because I'm curious, obviously. Awesome. If I sound shaky, it's because I'm cold. And you can see that there's definitely a color difference. It's like a gunmetal, really. That looks really sweet. Sick, too. Some of this is still not completely 100% dry yet, but is getting there, which is, you know, good. Check that out. Alright, let's also go ahead and check out this piece here. This has been drying for a long time, and it certainly feels dry enough to pick up and handle. And I want to know, what is underneath that duct tape? Is it a nice pristine glass or what? So, or not glass, plastic. So let's see what this looks like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to I want you guys to, I kind of want to do this live on camera, but it's really hard to without my tripod down here, but here we go. It's going to have some yellow exposed still, I know it will, but, you know, that just proves I was doing its job. Alright, off you come. Well, this is really on there. Here it comes. Alright. Yeah, there's still definitely some yellow. But you know what? Not as much yellow as I'd thought. And it still looks really cool. Gotta admit that. That still looks pretty sick. Oh yes. One more thing I want to see. I just want to see what the buttons will look like. Well, at least some of them. I don't have the little things down here, but let's just try on this D-pad, just so we can see what it looks like. And then we're going to paint the underside of this. Alright, so stick the D-pad inside, and holy crap, that looks so cool. Okay, let's go ahead and spray the underside of that, which I will do right now. This one doesn't have as many little spots. Well, before we do that, I know, I just gotta see this. I just gotta see this. Wow. Just plain out wow. That's all I can say, and that's all I'm going to say. Wow. Alright. Separate these two things. Right quickly. And we're going to spray the other underside of that with a really light coating. Where is that stuff? I'm going to set you guys back on the box real quickly. The battery light's on. Shoot. Okay, let's see if I can get you guys a better view. How's that? No, we'll keep it right there. So that you guys can still, I can keep the paint off the floor, off the ground there. Here we go. Again, just simply spray. Very lightly. That ought to do it. Not too much. And as you guys can see, well, let me see if I can macro without the battery dying. Yep. Looks terrific. We'll wait for that to dry, and then we'll peel off that other plastic, and we'll have to go upstairs and put this thing together, which is exciting. Sweet. I'm not gonna go ahead and cover those other parts and that stuff as we wait for this to dry.